back, everyone, to your favorite politically incorrect show, the Toxicast. I'm your host, Sir T, and here joining me today are these lovelies, Mr. Neelix.
What's up, nerds?
Sarah Vino.
Yo, what's up?
Spirefly.
Hello, friends.
And Truzian.
How's it going?
So what are we going to open up with today, guys?
Well, I guess we could talk about how, after further review, Anthem is garbage and is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, sad face. Sad face.
Like, the gameplay is so much fun on the game, but it's just like everything else about it is terrible.
I guess it was one of those games where you just play it for a little bit and it's awesome and then just wears quickly.
Yeah, it's definitely not a stand the test of time game.
Now, the main issue with me when compared to Destiny, when you play Destiny, you go through, you can get like 2, 3, sometimes even 4 armor pieces per mission or whatever you want to call it, but Anthem is totally lacking in the armor.
Well, and the loot is garbage. I mean, like,
the loot, but the weapons are subpar.
All the weapons look the same. Like
no skins, no, just bare. It's like a desert.
Like, like you have a looter shooter, but your loot is garbage. Like, how do you fuck up your loot in a looter shooter? Like, that's the main
aspect is completely dumbed down and it doesn't mean anything.
Like, just I don't know. So that's a complete clusterfuck. It's like I don't know. Like, BioWare is like this master storytelling studio, and now that they're with EA, they're like, I don't know, the last 2 games have been not great. I mean, Andromeda wasn't bad in my opinion, but this game is just like, you fucked it up. you know?
You fucked the pooch on this one.
Yeah, like you fucked up the main things that the game needed to do. Like, yeah, the flying around like Iron Man is awesome, but
everyone can hear me giving it high praise from the past two Toxicasts, and now I'm just kind of like, been there, done that, and it's sad. It really is sad because that game has a lot of potential.
Oh, I guess I should cough here,
Shut up.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
You don't have to eat that crow anyway.
I mean, I called it in the beginning. I told you what it was going to be. And I even still said, all right, I'm going to play it just because.
And it was fun for a little while.
I'll give you guys the benefit.
It was fun for a while.
Gameplay was fine. But it's, what are you going to do after that? Like, there's nothing.
Well, it's just no motivation to play. No point in playing because I know that I can't get any sick armor. Everyone's just going to look the same. Yeah, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to grind for 8 hours just to get 1/7 of the cost amount it costs to get an armor piece.
Sir T's just mad because the character Owen looks just like him.
It does. Looks just like him.
I don't see the resemblance at
all,
high. But okay. I wish I was high, but I'm not.
Like, I am waiting for that turnaround on the marketplace. I want to see, because those one skins are epic, and they are $8.50 ish or whatever. I can't wait to see what the legendary and mythic armor are going to be price wise. It's gonna be $20. It has to be for the mythic.
Well, here's my problem with these games as a service games. I mean, this goes for Bungie, Anthem, any of them. When I buy a game, I want it to be a competent product. I don't want to have to pay for a game and then wait for it to get good. I'm sure Anthem will get better as the time progresses. They'll fix the loot problems. They'll fix, they'll give us more story and more everything else. But that's the problem, is by the time you've done that, your player count is already tanked and no one cares anymore.
It's kind of like the No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is infamous for sucking on release.
Well, that's another
game. And now
game.
they've come out with all of these things that make it a pretty good game, but no one cares anymore
do
because
it right
they're
the
so
first
disappointed.
Time, or don't fucking do it at all. Like, I mean that's the saying that's been around for hundreds of years, and these companies apparently don't know how to live by what gamers expect. You know, we expect a complete product. Of course we're pissed if your game is like half baked and not really ready. Delay the fucking game. We can wait a little longer. Fix your shit. Stop releasing garbage.
How
But
many?
That's not what they want to do. What
Yeah,
they
how many
want is they
CEOs
want
do you
the
think
quickest
actually play
buck.
games?
Yeah, they don't. What was it? There was an interview. I can't remember if it was EA or Activision, but their CEO had been heard making a comment of, "I don't want to make games fun. I want to make games profitable."
Well, that person should put a gun in their mouth and pull the fucking trigger. Like, I'm sorry, but this industry is, or at least it used to be, gamers making games for gamers. Now it's fucking college kids making games that the CEOs want them to make, and then try to milk gamers dry. And you know, clearly a lot of gamers aren't falling for it anymore. I mean, look at Battlefield 5, and hell, even look at Anthem. You know, people aren't buying these games because it's fucking it's a fucking ripoff. Like, okay, so imagine if you went to McDonald's and said, "Here's my dollar, give me a cheeseburger," and they handed you a cheeseburger with 2 bites taken out of it. Would you be okay with that?
Fuck nah.
Well, that's essentially what these companies are giving us, and it's bullshit.
I'd say it's more like you order in the cheeseburger and then they say, "Oh, you got to pay a little extra for lettuce and ketchup and mustard."
Well, yeah, but I mean, okay,
Like, damn,
so
I wanted a cheeseburger. That's
Well, no. What EA's doing here is they're saying, here's your cheeseburger. There's 2 bites taken out of it, but we also want you to pay extra to get those things on top of it after we've already taken our 2 bites out of it. And then
And the things on top of it aren't ready yet. You got to wait a little while.
and then 2 months from now, you'll get your 2 bites back and the shit on top of it.
It's like, damn, man, I started a diet since then. I don't even want the 2 bites anymore.
But also by then, nobody's going to be in the McDonald's.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, I don't know where the market for this kind of bullshit is. Like how us as
It's obviously there because so many companies are doing it.
But
And what they're
how?
hoping on is they're hoping on like the mobile game market. So what the mobile games do is they make this stupid game and you can pay to progress or whatever faster. But what they're hoping on is like whales, like these certain number of people that will just put umpteen thousands of dollars into the game to make it better for them. And that's just what they're hoping for. They're hoping that they can do the least amount of work and reap the most benefit.
Laziness.
Well, my thing is if this is what the gaming marketplace is, then us as consumers, you know, the gaming public, we need to stop buying games from these AAA studios. Like, stop buying Activision games, stop buying EA games, stop buying Ubisoft games, stop buying them from the AAA titles, and you know, and just say, look, we're not buying your shit until you stop doing this garbage. And I mean, I think we've kind of started doing that, but obviously not enough for them to really care. I mean, if EA is still after everything willing to do this kind of bullshit, you know, after fucking Battlefield and everything else, then they obviously haven't learned any fucking lessons.
Why is it always video game companies that do this? It's not like Nvidia releases a card and says, "Here's your card," but the driver it's like they released the 1060 and it was like, "Here's the 1060, but you can't play VR till a couple months later when we release the driver."
Well, that's not necessarily true. That's
medium.
not necessarily true. Look at the RTX launch. They launched, hey, you have all these cool ray tracing features, but you don't get those until the games enable it, and there was no games at launch that enabled it. And right now you have, what 3 games that are able to use it, and they're all the shit games that no one wants to play, like Battlefield, Anthem.
Metro.
Well, okay, I guess, well, no, Metro I don't even think does the ray tracing.
No,
it just does DLSS.
Yeah.
Like, which is not the same. It actually is, DLSS actually boosts performance of the graphics card, whereas ray tracing doesn't. It kind of just like makes everything prettier. So yeah, I don't know. It's just
I say it's probably even an opinion there.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Like I don't know. I'm tired of getting hyped up about a game that looks so cool. Like you looked at E3 and Anthem's trailer at E3, and you see the fucking Striders walking around in the city sky because they're fucking massive. Never once do you see one moving in the fucking game. You know, they have this huge, like, battle, like, siege where the Dominion is coming at this big city, and it's a cool cutscene. Why the fuck can't we play that? Why can't we do that? Like, that would make Anthem great.
And the intro of the game is the Heart of Rat or whatever it's called.
Heart of Rage.
But that's like, it took you 5 minutes to get through that.
Yeah, I mean,
and it wasn't even a big battle. It just cutscened you through fighting the golems.
Like the story mode is stand here at this place and fight off hordes. Go get these hordes and take them to this place. That's the story mode. Like that's literally what it does. All story.
Yep.
So anyway,
well, they also time gate you. It's like you have to go do all these missions, and the missions are like,
oh yeah, like the trials
missions.
of whatever.
Yeah, in the temples.
Yeah, that's such a fucking bullshit way to extend the gameplay by basically making it harder to play the game.
Like, go find all these temples, and then you go and you find the temple after wandering around for forever, and then they're like, oh, by the way, you also have to do all these tasks for the temple.
And there was that space that I was talking to you guys about, like the flight deck or something where everyone can hang out in their javelins. That was very bare minimum, that area.
They literally
like
did that.
Room.
They literally did that because of Destiny. Like they did that because Destiny had that feature. They just tacked that on at the end. There's nothing in there. It's just a room. There's literally nothing there. That's what I
thought. I was like, is there something in here? Can I keep doing my quests from here? Can I do anything from here? But no, you literally just go in there to show everybody your armor that you purchased from the store.
Well, and it's not like it matters, though, because all of the armors that are available, there's like 3 armors available, and everybody looks the fucking same, so who gives a fuck?
Right. Yeah, they released that pretty cool, whatever you call it, armor set that you got on launch or whatever, but everyone had it, so it was like big whoop.
Yeah,
big whoop,
no one gives a fuck. And the ones you can unlock with crafting materials, there's like 2, and no one gives a shit. Like, you just look the same the whole game. Anyway, so yeah, EA, if you're listening to this, stop it. Get some help. Go talk to somebody. Figure it out.
Yeah, I give the Anthem the toxic bullshit rating of like -13.
I give it a go fuck yourself. Moving on though. What was it? Oh, the new hero on Overwatch has been teased.
Haven't even seen the tease yet.
It's a French medic person.
That's sexy.
It was the female ovaries that were posted.
Yeah, like literally the Talon logo looks like the female reproductive system.
So it's a Talon agent?
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's like an agent that left Talon and like now and like the teasers like all the Talon people like want to kill her or him or her. I don't know what it is, but male/female medic person.
Interesting.
So we get another healer in the game.
Just what we needed.
Oh geez, I wonder what they'll do this time.
Yeah, I mean you gotta think about it. What do we have? We have AoE healing in both Bridget and Lucio. We got Ana that shoots from a distance. You have Mercy, which is just like the default healer. We got Zen, which gives you an orb from a distance, so it's distance healing. So we have 2 distance healing, 2 AoE healing.
According to,
well, actually 3 Moira.
According to their thing, it's a sniper. Like she is a sniper.
So it's gonna be like an Ana type character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what we need. Another
more
Ana.
Reasons for people to play her and for me to lose.
Woo. Hey man, if you got a good Ana on your team, you know she can be good. But
Okay, I'll be waiting for that.
hey man, I play pretty good Ana. Says the guy who is bad at everything.
That's
I
very
didn't say
opinionated.
nothing.
I wasn't talking about you. I was
Oh,
talking about Preston.
Billy just assumes it's
Billy
him. I
just
think that's
assumes 'cause
hilarious.
he knows he's bad.
I'm a Grandmaster Lucio, thank you. I'm better than that one Twitch streamer y'all
You're a
were harassing
grandmaster
the
at
other day.
sucking. Yeah, well, that's because that guy's a fucking straight up fat kid. He's the biggest faggot I've ever seen in my life. I really hope he listens to this podcast. Hey, dude, it was me
What's his
fucking
name?
with you. Yeah, the Chig on Twitch.
Don't endorse
Watch
him.
that.
Well, he's a faggot, so you know.
It's true.
That was hilarious. That was freaking him the fuck out. Anyway, and then there's also the thing of Xbox Game Pass / Live coming to Nintendo Switch.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Wonder how they're gonna
That's good.
execute that.
We're gonna
one.
get us some Halo on the Switch.
Well, I mean, basically they're offering to do like Xbox Live on the Nintendo Switch, which is fine. Xbox has a good online service.
Yeah, Nintendo needs something because their
Yeah.
online service is straight up hot garbage. So
Garbo.
That's one thing I gotta admit, man. Microsoft is doing. If anybody is for the gamers as a company, it is definitely Microsoft. Right?
yeah, I think I would agree. I mean, Microsoft seems to be willing to work with other companies, and you know, it seems like they are, I don't know, trying to leave a good taste in gamers' mouths. The only problem is that Sony has better exclusives. I'm sorry, they just do right now. Like,
They do.
you know, we haven't. I mean, the last Halo game we had was Halo 5, and that game, honestly, in my opinion, wasn't great. You know, like I mean, the multiplayer was fine because it was Halo, but the story that I expect from Halo was complete terrible garbage.
Yeah, I think it just didn't
Yeah.
live up to its legacy.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean, but
no. So the problem with Halo 5's story is they portrayed that as being like all out betrayal for Master Chief, and there was going to be some really crazy battles and stuff, and it turned into be like some cutscenes, and then like none of the marketing in that. Think about it when you think back to the marketing, none of it mattered, none of it. Like half the shit in the marketing did not happen in the game.
Like I remember
Like-
listening to the fucking like podcast that they put out for Halo 5.
I like the podcast.
That was really good, and like all the marketing, dude, it made it look like you were gonna be this new Spartan duking it out with Master Chief and fucking all the crazy battles and shit, and it was just like, hey, I'm Spartan Locke, and I'm a big fucking faggot.
Everyone was like, "Fuck that Locke guy! What the hell?
No one likes Locke.
Yeah.
He can't do.
Well,
he
that's-
can't kill Chief."
Like that's another thing with people coming into the Halo 5 story. If you didn't like read the books or at least get a synopsis, listen to the podcast, go to the multiple websites that had like lore, you were lost. You had
I
no
can't-
clue what was going on.
I can't even remember the story of Halo 4 or Halo 5. Really,
It all
don't
had to do
remember.
with the didact. Oh, and also the laziness of the story. Why did we have to fight the fucking that same boss over and over? I can't remember his name.
I don't even remember.
It was
his
like the
name either.
didact, but he wasn't the didact. He was like Baron something.
He was a forerunner or whatever, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it was like you had to fight him like 7 times. It's
Yeah.
like 7 boss fights, but it's all the same boss.
And then little did you know, Cortana's evil now. Like it's just like,
They had said that they were always leading up to that though.
yeah, but like,
Like,
come
man, that
on.
was
I
some,
mean,
Old shit.
it's just like I really want to
Very
play as
cliche.
Master Chief. Yeah,
Well, I mean, thankfully that's what they said they're gonna go back to. And Halo 6 or Infinite. Sorry, they're not doing numbers.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if Cortana went rampant in every single computer that had Windows 10.
For the release, that would fucking be awesome. Like, that would be some really good marketing.
That would piss a lot of people off, though. Like Cortana just like take over
the people that are like, the people that don't know what's going on. Yeah, it might make them mad, but like the people that play Halo, that would be awesome.
Or maybe,
like, in my opinion,
or maybe when you pre-order Halo on PC, if it does come to PC and you preload,
no, it is coming to PC. They've already said.
And you preload, it installs like a little timed script or whatever, and then when the time comes, Cortana just like takes over your computer for a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's like you install it, and all of a sudden there's a countdown in the corner, and you don't know what the countdown's for. It's just a random day.
Yeah,
and it's like your computer then goes ape shit.
See, that would be cool.
Nothing hurtful, just like, I don't know, taking over your mouse and shit.
Or just like whenever you open up like Edge browser or something like that, Cortana's face pops in
a link
for a
to
second.
Pornhub.
Yeah. A link to all Cortana stuff on Pornhub.
Brought to you by Pornhub.
Today's episode sponsored by Pornhub. I got a creeper.
That would be
Someone
awesome.
go to bed.
Yeah, I'm laying down right now. By the way, we're playing Minecraft. If everybody can.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Way to go, Mr. Host.
Fuck you.
They said that Halo Infinite is also supposed to be doing some like RPG elements, which I'm really looking forward to. I want to see.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I mean, it's supposed to be more open world, from what they're saying. Of course, we won't know anything until probably E3 this year, and I hope they bring some gameplay.
But it's like, why do you want to fuck with the formula?
Because it's 343. They're always like, the way I see it is they're like, this is our Halo. We need to do something to make sure it's not Bungie's Halo.
No, I got a guy on my face. I got a Facebook friend that works for 343.
Does your dad work for Nintendo?
What? No.
Wait, he actually works for 343?
Yeah, he was a game design major here at my school, and he got hired on at 343. He's a damn good 3D modeler and environmental writers.
You know what you should do?
Try to get some.
No. Just try to get him in here for an interview.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
I have a feeling.
But he might not be able to say a lot of stuff.
I'd love to tarnish his reputation with 343 on our podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, that's what we signed up for when we decided to be toxic.
Toxic bullshit.
Now, let me ask you a couple questions. Why did Halo 5 suck?
Because it was...
Well, I mean, depending on when he started.
He was still in school for that. Like, he's last year, like not even a full year
Okay,
yet.
so okay.
So he doesn't actually know anything.
Yeah, talk to him. He might... Well, I mean, even if he's at the company, he might be able to talk to us for a little bit. I mean, even if it's like a 10, 20-minute conversation, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to start getting some guests to so we can talk shit about them and stuff. Who?
Vic.
Who's that?
DBZ.
The voice actor.
Oh, the guy that like raped people?
He didn't rape anybody. Holy shit.
Didn't rape anybody.
Not according to what I've heard.
Yeah, but all you've been reading is leftist propaganda.
Oh,
your mom's a leftist propaganda.
Out.
No, I mean he's already lawyering up.
No, I actually have no idea who the guy is or what he even did. I heard in passing.
Like all of his coworkers are saying that he like touched them or some shit.
Too touchy.
Yeah,
dude, bro,
but, like,
of course he touched people.
It was like side hugs or something. But then like a couple of them came out with statements that's like, oh, he grabbed us from the back of that. He grabbed a fistful of hair, jerked our head back, and then whispered in our ears. It's like, what the fuck are you smoking?
Kinky.
If anybody saw that, right then and there, he would be like taking out handcuffs.
Did the side hug involve like gyration, like humping? You know?
No.
In today's world, you can't side hug anybody.
How do you know? Were you there?
No, there's pictures.
Pictures of the side hug?
Yeah, and it's literally like him, like just standing in there for an. He said so. Anytime it's like attendees that are like coming out, but all the information that's come out has been like falsified because there's been like Discord groups and shit that have been like, let's ruin this guy for like no apparent reason.
They didn't like him as Broly.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, there's some information that's like the people that work with him want his job because he's like the head of like the department that assigns voice role actors to their gig. So obviously he's got some class.
well, if you're a shit Broly, though, I mean, you need your life destroyed.
I don't know, man. He did a pretty good job.
Did he? Did he
He
really?
did a good job as Edward on Full Metal Alchemist.
Fully disagree.
You know what? You know what? You need to hush.
No, I really don't. I haven't allowed to have an opinion too.
Like, you just don't like him because
My
he didn't
opinion
sound
was
like a kid.
Terrible.
She didn't like him because he didn't sound like a kid for young.
He sounded like a creepy adult trying to pretend to be a kid.
Oh, kawaii.
I don't think he said that. Because
It's
it's
a
dubbed.
lost episode.
It's dubbed. It's not subbed. All right, but anyway, we want to talk about the Samsung phone.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that
really-
piece of garbage.
I want that. I want that.
That thing
Why
would
would
be
you want
broken
that?
in 4 seconds flat if you had that.
It's
I
the
know,
most.
but I want it.
It's the most awkward looking thing I've ever seen. Like, the front screen is surrounded by like these thick ass bezels. Like, I mean, I'm talking, gotta be at least an inch bezel around the entire.
What? So what? It's like 2 inches thick as the phone if you fold it in
Yeah,
half.
it looks. So
I love that. I love
stupid.
giant phones. Like if
Like-
my phone could be any thicker, I would.
Like
I like
mine.
I like my phones like I like my dick.
Oh my god.
Okay. So small and
Able to
not
fold in
there.
half.
So I mean, if it's gonna be like my Note 10 as far as the depth, and I like my Note 10 how thick it is.
It looks no. It's gonna be way thicker than your
I
Note
know.
10.
I like a thick phone.
It's well because what you gotta think is the way they did it is all the internals are spread across this big screen. So each side is as thick as a regular phone. So when you fold it in half, it's like you're holding two phones, you know, on top of each other. It looks really dumb. Now, there's a new phone that was just announced today, the Huawei Mate X, which is a folding phone, which looks fucking awesome.
Is that the one that folds like a block or something?
No, so
Like
okay,
a trifold?
so imagine the Note or the Galaxy Fold. You know how the big screen folds in on each other, and then there's a screen on the outside. Well, imagine if you folded it the other way, where the screen was on the outside all the way around. That's how the Mate is. So you have just a big, really small bezel screen on both sides of the phone, and the accelerometer can tell which side of the phone you're looking at. So when you flip it over, the screen just follows you.
Hmm.
And
They
then
also announced the Galaxy.
you cut off, so all I heard was Galaxy.
Oh, they also announced the Galaxy 10 as well.
Yeah, but the Galaxy S10 is just another Galaxy S phone. Like, who gives a fuck? The Mate is actually a pretty cool looking phone. If I was gonna buy a folding phone and spend $2,000+ on a phone, that would be the one I would buy. I'm not gonna spend $2,000 on a phone, but that's the one I would get. I mean, I don't know. I just
$2,000. If I got $2,000 to spend on a phone, I'd buy the ROG phone.
if I had that kind of money to spend on a phone, I would put 1,000 of it into my computer and then just buy a fucking iPhone.
Right?
Like, I mean, come on. Like, I mean,
Phones,
this,
I don't get the appeal. I mean, I can see why people like those kinds of phones. I hate mobile gaming. Maybe just me. I hate everything about mobile gaming. Like, what's so enticing about those buttons that you can't even feel? You just kind of gotta guess if you're. Yeah, if your thumb's on, like playing Fortnite on your phone.
Well, for example, a lot of them like the ROG phone and their MSI made one too. They come with like controllers and stuff.
Well, yeah, still like just get some. If you want to dedicate something to gaming, buy a PC.
Well, I don't
Like,
disagree. Clearly all of us here are PC gamers, but
Oh, let's all have a slow clap for Sir T finally getting his computer together.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
for the first
good
time
job,
and
good
not
job.
having a laptop anymore.
took 3 months to build this thing, but I've had that laptop since 2015.
I mean, your graphics card's getting long in the tooth, but
You got 1.5 grade higher than me on graphic
it's
card.
two
Okay,
whole grades better.
debatable.
It's not. The
I'll just go
670
get a 1660 Ti.
and my card will still outperform it.
My card do outperform.
If you want to get with the times, you need to get a 1070 Ti or a 2060.
See, some guys brag about their cars or their jobs or their wives. These guys brag about their computer parts.
Nah, I still brag about my computer because, yeah,
Look, man,
it's
my
got all
car-
the power that I need right now. I don't need to run Minecraft at 500 frames a second.
Yes, you do.
250 is good enough.
My car is perfectly fine, and I don't need to buy a new car until the one I have breaks down. I'm not just gonna buy a new car because I want fucking flashy car.
It's like, what can your car do that mine can't?
Exactly.
They
Like
go fast.
like I drive my car from work to home. That's basically all I do. So why do I need a $65,000 car to do that?
They go fast.
He goes up vroom vroom.
My car is fine. Now that I've repaired the AC last weekend, it's good. So, Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about fucking cars. Speaking
Let's. Oh, what are you talking about?
speaking of the 1660 Ti that is out now, by the way, you can get it for the base model is $279, and you're getting about a performance of about a GTX 1070. So if you're looking for a upgrade as far as like from like a 1050 Ti or an RX 480 or hell even a 1060, it's a pretty decent jump in performance.
Wait, I was watching old Linus today. He did a video on the 1660, and he was showing some benchmarks, and the CUDA cores are up on the RTX, obviously, and the ray tracing and whatever else it has. There was actually some base clocks that outperformed the RTX card.
What, the 1660?
Yeah. Have you seen that video yet?
Yeah, it generally doesn't though. I mean, like it's just like with AMD's Radeon 7. There's a couple one-off situations where it outperforms the 2080, but in general, it doesn't.
I'm still not gonna upgrade until I don't know. I wouldn't want to take like a slight step when I could just take a better step.
Well, the 1660 Ti is a pretty good upgrade. I mean, so you're talking about the card. So 1060s right now sell for about $199. The 1660 is about 25 to 30% faster, and it's about 25 to 30% more expensive. So I mean, you're getting a pretty good value out of it. But I don't disagree with you. I mean, if you have a 1060, it's probably good enough for the rest of the year. Next year, I'd probably be looking into upgrading. Because I mean, there's a lot of titles that want more VRAM, but 8 gigabytes is slowly becoming like the minimum for VRAM.
I mean, that is if you're absolutely dead set on running Ultra and everything.
Well, that's just running Ultra in 1080p. I'm not even talking about 1440p or 4K. Like, I mean, look at Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Like, that game on my card, which has 8 gigs of VRAM, when I run everything maxed out,
Well,
it uses like 7 gigs of it.
Okay, do you have a 4K monitor?
No, I do not.
Do you know that You do a Google search. You tell me how many 4K monitors you'll see that run at or refresh at 144 hertz.
Well, there's
11.
not a lot that do that at 4K.
Not a, no 4K right now, industry wide, they've pretty much locked it down to 60 hertz on all.
Well,
all of them.
and that's true. I mean, for competitive gaming and not just for like enjoyment of it, yeah, you're gonna want to stay at 1440 or 1080p. But if you want
4K,
but if you
yeah,
want the
4K
prettiest
gaming right now.
experience, then 4K is definitely prettier than 1440p.
It's still a little early for standardizing the 4K. So,
Well, I mean, they're releasing 8K TVs now. I mean, it's not that far off. I mean, I know there are some there are some 144 hertz 4K monitors out there, and yeah, they're expensive, but they're out there.
I'll say it like I'll explain it like this. How much do you think a 4K or a camera that's capable in shooting in 4K costs around?
I mean, what a Red is like a couple $1,000s.
A Red? No. Well, I mean a 4K, just 4K camera you could get that
But they're
shoots really
advanced.
good video in 4K is about like $2,000. Now 8K camera,
That's true.
an 8K camera is about $30,000 right now.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying the standard is moving, and so eventually it's
Well,
going to
yeah.
come to gaming too.
Yeah. But things aren't moving as fast as they did like in the 90s, like late 90s.
The hell was that?
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean that's true. I mean,
What did you just do?
I jumped off. I have slime
was-
boots.
Great.
Anyway, Trucine, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, so talking about Black Ops, they recently released loot boxes. When they said they
Come
were
on.
like, oh no, everything's gonna be just like you know what you're getting, and now they're like, hey, here's loot boxes.
I wish someone would come up with an original idea to get random loot. That's all
It's-
I'm saying.
It's Activision, so of course they came out with loot boxes.
Yeah,
It's just like that. I mean, that's what I said earlier. I mean, these companies, EA, Activision, less so Ubisoft, but they do it. It's they want to bleed everyone dry, and now that nobody's really paying attention to Black Ops as much, of course they're gonna do that.
yeah, they gotta get every little bit of money.
Now that Apex
Okay.
Legends is out and everybody's playing that game, of course they're going to monetize Call of Duty so they can make more money off of it.
That's why I got out of the video game design concentration at my school. I don't want to get into the politics anymore. Like
Well, I mean, yeah, but if you're going into a studio as a video game designer, you just do what they tell you. You don't really have any say in anything.
exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, look to be bouncing around between companies. I mean, you see what these AAA companies are doing, like EA and Activision laid off 800 people. And what was the other two? EA and there was another company. I'm looking it up. Keep talking.
Well, I mean, there's more reasons that I got out of that concentration. Like one, I want to be able to get a few different kinds of jobs other than a video game designer.
Oh, okay. It was
Um,
ArenaNet. So the makers of Guild Wars too.
uh,
But they laid off a bunch of people, and then
Well,
EA Australia laid off quite a lot of people.
I mean, what is the concurrent player count at on Guild Wars 2? I mean, honestly, I mean it can't.
I mean,
be
it's
that much.
pretty high because it's free to play.
Oh, it's free to play now.
Yeah, it's free to play.
Oh,
Or no, maybe the base game is free to play.
but just
yeah,
like you
base
said,
base game is free to play,
But
and
just-
then
But just like you said in the previous episode, I think it was episode 2, the best MMO out there right now is Final Fantasy, and
Yeah.
and like, so I mean, if you don't have a product that's able to stand up against the best product, then of course you're gonna start faltering. I mean, how long has Guild Wars 2 been out? I mean, shit, as long as I can remember.
like 2013 maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's been forever. So I mean, the game doesn't have the kind of staying power that WoW has.
I mean, right now, if you're talking about best game, it would have to be story wise and gameplay. I like Final Fantasy. Now there are some Kickstarter games which is a completely different ballpark coming out, and they're more like the traditional classic WoW, or not classic WoW. That's the newer version, the vanilla WoW. They're harder. They're not forgiving. They're not handholdy. Like they're games that you would actually have a tough time at. And it's games that I like because I like that. I like that.
Glutton for
feature.
punishment.
No, I like my games being a challenge.
Come here, motherfucker.
He stole dirt out from your house.
He's harassing me.
Only
Anybody wanna
because
come
you're
look at
fucking
my
with
new
my
house?
shit.
I did. What are you talking about?
There's a hole next to my house.
I've been over here the whole time.
I don't believe you.
I blame Billy.
Well, first of all, I've been up in the tower.
Come back here, Trump, so I can stab you.
Eh,
Your house at Spire.
It's over here behind the horsey.
Well, anyway, does anybody else have any other topics they want to bring up?
I can't think of anything.
No? Okay.
No, it's been a pretty slow week. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it has, and, just waiting for all the bullshit to settle down. I mean, the Crackdown 3 came out, but, like, honestly, I don't give a fuck.
I heard that they said it feels like a 360 game that's already had ages.
Yeah, I mean, that game came out, I mean, there were some other big releases, but,
Come look at my house.
like,
Where's the
honestly,
horsey at?
like, honestly, the biggest release in the last couple months has honestly been Apex Legends. Like, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but that game has been, like, the most successful, honestly.
I saw they're having,
Yeah.
4, 8, 16, and 24 bands here soon.
Well, yeah, I mean, Fortnite does that too, where you can, like, basically, it's like 48 versus 48 kind of thing.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's like a fun time game,
Yeah.
one off. I mean, EA might have shot themselves in the foot too, releasing that at the same time as Anthem, like right
Yeah,
before.
for sure.
Like,
But-
okay, you don't want BioWare to do good, then let's fucking release.
But you
Apex
would
Legends.
think Apex Legends would appeal to a different market than Anthem, because Anthem's a different
Nah,
kind of game,
man.
I feel like
I
it
mean-
would appeal more to the Fortnite crowd.
And it has. Oh yeah, it has.
I bet it has.
I mean, so much so that Fortnite is now implementing
free battle
respawns.
passes.
Yeah, free battle
Yeah.
pass, and they're gonna add respawning.
Because Apex
your
is like
team.
Apex is killing it, like
Like,
really.
They have nailed it. Respawn has nailed it on, like, they've taken all the best things from all of these battle royales and put them in, and then they've made like the ultimate battle royale. It is by far the best battle royale.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion.
by a long shot, it's the best one. I mean, I don't think Call of Duty, PUBG, or Fortnite, any of them come close. I mean, the gunplay in Apex is just as good as Call of Duty's. The abilities just make the game more interesting. The graphics are better than probably all of them. It's just a great game. I mean, that's the company EA needs to let loose is Respawn. Let them do what they want to do, man. Like, Respawn, I mean, Titanfall 2, as much as it was not a big commercial success, it was a great game. I mean, let Respawn do what they want to do. Maybe they'll make you some money.
It's kind of like, all right, now that they've showed you what they're gonna do. I think I heard that they were working on Titanfall 3.
Well, yeah, I think maybe this success is now the reason Titanfall 3 is going to exist. Maybe.
Yeah, it has to be, because it wasn't going to exist.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for tuning in to episode 5 of the Toxicast. Check us out on Twitter at TToxicast. On YouTube, search The Toxicast. We are on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and Stitcher. You can also check us out at Toxicast.com. Thanks, everybody, for listening, and have a good night.
Yeah. Oh, side note,
Bye.
be sure to be looking out for our Let's Plays coming really soon to the YouTube.
Yes. Our Let's Plays will be releasing probably next week, I would think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to work out a schedule and get something.
Why don't you
in.
explain people what Let's Play is?
They know what Let's Plays are.
Yeah,
All right.
they know it. That's been around.
All
For
right.
Thanks everybody for listening, and go fuck yourselves.
Fuck yourself too.
Bye.